because they are light sensitive. They are decomposed by what? Lights. And that's why silver halides are used as photographic what? Film. Oh yeah, melody. Okay, me amber bottle. Brown what? Tomorrow we get amber, manchester brown. Because open it still a transparent bottle natural white. Light ga banya wood there. Strike here and decompose wire to silver. And what? Nitrates, NO2, are put as gas. It was a deposit of silver. This silver salt too, light now decompose the salt. So to prevent light from decomposing it, you can now store it in a brown what? Bottle. So why do you store in brown bottle? Because it is light sensitive and easily decomposed on in the presence of what? Sunlight. Or I can say it's a photochemical substance. Now when exposed to light, it decomposes. You are trying, in fact, you start to break my bubble. In fact, you are, I know, I have ever seen, okay, but the problem is that I pray that God will give you able to understand everything you teach, because chemistry is not our mate. It's your mate. It's you that is seeing it as if it's not your mate. See, let me tell you, these things are very, very easy. Chemistry is very, very manipulative. I can manipulate chemistry to my gain. Now, because what we have, all time I can't jalalola. More than I come like a salt. Ndaga always bottle. I can't salt. Bam, they sleep. I've not seen a class that hates salt like this. They hate salt. A few drops of conch HCl are added to about 10 cm of solution of pH 3.4. pH of the resulting mixture is, okay, we are coming to this question. Let me keep it very well. Okay. Uncle, please start with solubility before pH. Why now? Order. If it was measure pH, it mean water. Or I will do solubility before water. Let me do solubility before water. Then measure zero solubility and now do non-metals. And if strand permit me, I'll do metal. And like I said, all the topics covered here, please develop the culture of reading. Read. pH and POH. Are we there? pH and POH. pH and POH. pH is the measure. pH is the measure. pH is the measure. pH is the measure. Is the measure of strength. Is the measure of strength of hydrogen ion. Is the measure of strength of hydrogen ion. Is the measure of strength of hydrogen ion or hydronium ion. Measure of strength of hydrogen ion or hydronium ion or hydronium ion or hydronium ion or hydronium ion in a solution. In a solution. In a solution. Full stop. However, pH is defined. However, pH is defined. pH is defined as the negative logarithm to base 10. pH is defined as the negative logarithm. Is defined as the negative logarithm to base 10 of hydrogen ion, or hydronium ion concentration. Hydrogen ion or what? Hydronium ion what? Concentration. Full stop. Go to the next line. Write mathematically. Mathematically, pH is equals to what? Negative what? Log concentration of what goes inside this place. Either you say H plus or pH is minus log what goes inside here? OH, sorry. H3O plus. Then get the valid, this one. Valid. Because now H plus of acidity will interact with water. And when that interaction is successful, what you see is not hydrogen ion, but what? Hydronium ion. So this would have been the best way to define it. Okay. Now, on the other hand, paragraph. On the other hand, POH. On the other hand, POH. On the other hand, POH. POH is the measure. Is the measure in solution of hydroxide ion concentration. Is the measure in solution of hydroxide ion concentration. Is the measure in solution of hydroxide ion concentration. Full stop. It is therefore defined. It is therefore defined as the negative logarithm to base 10. Defined as the negative logarithm to base 10. Defined as the negative logarithm to base 10. Defined as the negative logarithm to base 10 of hydroxide ion concentration. Of hydroxide ion concentration. Of hydroxide ion concentration. We'll go to the next line. Mathematically, POH is equal to what? Minus log, open this and put OH what? Minus. Okay. There's another one we call pH scale. I don't know about that one. pH what? Scale. We'll write it as a heading. pH scale. This is the measure of acidity. This is the measure. This is the measure. This is the measure. This is the measure of acidity. I said this is the measure of what? Acidity and alkalinity. Acidity and alkalinity of a solution. Of a solution. Of a what? Solution. Full stop. Let's see the structure of pH scale. It can also be called POH scale. If I suppose be pH scale / what? POH. Not only for one. I'll show you how it is pH and POH scale. That scale, I'm going to stand it up to have elaborate explanation to it. It's like ruler. Okay? We start from what here? 1 here. And end at what? 14 here. Are you with me? So the mid of this scale is what? is what? 7. So from here to here is what? Is what? pH. Is what? pH. Which is for what? Acidity. Then from here to here is what? POH. Which is what? Alkalinity. Is that clear? So with this thing now, I can now say, but pH plus what? POH is what? Is what? 14. Ibo command now, but you only can again 14. Well, let's complete the numbers. This number could be what? Okay, let me just say, you know how the numbers are here? So here will be 2 down to what? 7, isn't it? Here will be what? 8 to what? 14. At the back of pH, at the back of this ruler, this scale, there's another activity at the back. For instance, for here, this pH of 1 is same thing as what? 1 times 10 raised to the power of minus what? 1. Just like if this is pH of 2, what will be at the back of the scale? It will be what? 1 again times 10 to the power of what? Minus 2. Are you with me now? If this is what? 3, this should have been what? 1 times 10 to the power of what? Minus 3. Are you with me? If this is what? 4. At the back of the activity is same thing as what? 1 times 10 to the power of minus what? 4. If this is what? 5. What is at the back? 1 times 10 to the power of what? Minus 5. If this is 6, that's the last of the acidity. It would have been what? 1 times 10 to the power of what? Minus 6. Okay, well now listen to me. What is from here to here called? From here to here called? If this is called pH, this is called what? Strength of what? Hydrogen what? Ion. Are you with me now? This is this thing now. It's not it. Well, let me give you an instance. Supposing you are asked to calculate the pH of a substance whose hydrogen ion concentration is 0.02 mole per what? DMQ. What if you are asked this question? What do you do first? You are asked to find the pH, isn't it? Then the hydrogen ion of that substance is what? 0.02 ampere. Which if you change it to standard form, what will it give you? Okay, Guinea. But let me use one here so I don't confuse you. 1. Okay, Guinea. 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus 2. Okay? Which means your answer will be what? Will be what? Now let's see. What is pH again? pH is what? Negative logarithm to what? That H plus, okay? H plus, Abi. What is the H plus again? 1 times 10 raised to the power minus 2, okay? So pH is what? Minus log what? 1 times 10 raised to the power what? Minus what? 2. Onabulia. Imana, this log, the product of this log is their sum. According to rule of indices or rule of log. 1 times 10 is a product of log. Which is same thing. You have log 1, you have log 10. Because log 1 and log so pH is what? Minus log 1. This times turn to what? Plus log what? Or I can say plus 2. Because if you put thesis 2, you now find the log. This exponent, you can bring it down. If you want to undo the log, you take that to what? Up. I'll teach you how to do that. But once you are finding pH, you are using what? Logarithm. So this is what? Exponent will come down. They now say what? Log what? Log what? 10. What is log 10? 1 times 2. Find log 1. pH is equal to what? Minus. Log 1 is what? 0. 0 plus what? 2. Because this times this is going to give me what? 1 up here. 1 times 2 is what? 2. Well, let's see the pH. pH is equal to what? Minus. 0 plus 2 is what? Is what? Is what? I think let me thwart it. That would have been best to say minus 2 up here. So it will be what? If you want to use plus, no problem. You can say log 10 minus 2. You can now still rearrange and say pH is what? Minus log 1 minus 2 log what? 10. It's okay. Still okay like that. So let's go. So what is this? Log 10 is what? 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So pH is now log 1 is what? 0 minus what? 2. This is already what? 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So let's go. pH is equals to now minus 0 minus 2 is what? Minus 2. So my pH is what? 2. So you open phone as well, no equivalent here. Do you understand me now? Anything you see here, look at the equivalent here. If I ask you find pH, find hydrogen ion concentration whose pH is 4. Look at the answer here. Are you with me now? Are you with me? So with this scale, there's no problem I don't think you can solve without any problem. Once you have this pH scale, if you continue, what will be the H ion of 7? It will be what? 1 times 10 to the power of what? Minus 7. Abi? Are you with me? Which is at that point, whichever thing you have here is what? Is what? Neutral. Then you continue. What will be here going forward? Let me start from here. I don't need to go. So here we what? 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus what? 14. Well now, from here to here, what will I call from here to here? If this is for hydrogen ion, this is for what? OH ion. So I can still come here and say but H plus ion and what? And what? OH ion is equals to what? Is equals to what now? Is equals to what? 1 times 10 raised to power minus what? 14. This expression and this is still the same thing. This is if you are going in front of what? The scale. You have pH and pH. If you go to the back of the scale, what will you have? H and what? OH. So when you are given this, you find this using logarithm function. Once you are given this, you find this using what? You undo the log function. If you want to undo log function, you use what we call what? Anti-what? Anti-log. If you want to apply log function, what do you use? Use what? pH is what? Negative logarithm to what? Base 10. If you want to undo, you do what? You apply anti-logarithm. Then you now get this. If we are given this, you have to find this. You now use logarithm what? Function. For example, supposing I want to find the pH of this is what? 5, Abi? That means if hydrogen ion is what? 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus 5, Abi? Can we find pH? Yes. You can see that pH is what? Minus log of what? H plus. Share? Plug this thing in here to find pH. So what do? pH is what? Minus log what? 1 times 10 raised to the power what? Minus 5. Up here? Now log, the product of this log is their sum. sum of them plus here, which is same as saying log pH is minus log 1. What this becomes is what? Plus log 10 minus what? 5. This exponent, bring it in front of this log. So you can now find log 10 to be what? 1. So you see, pH is what? Minus log 1. No. It's bringing the exponent down as what? Minus 5 log 10. What is log 10? 1. 1 times 5, 5. 5 log 1. pH is what? Minus. Log 1 is what? 0. Minus what? 5. pH is what? 0 minus 5 what? Minus 5. So my answer is what? 5. Okay. This is the only way you can solve this problem by, if you are giving it in this form, please, you have to do what? Convert it to standard word. And please, for the purpose of exam, you know you're not going there with logarithm table. So how do you do to find out this log? Yes, you know you are not going in with logarithm table, you're not going to calculator, Abi? What are you going in with? If you are not going in with calculator, please, as far as JAMB is concerned, please cram log 1 to 5. What do I say? Cram log what? 1 to 5. Omangafe 1. Okay, don't cram 1 because 1 is already what? 0. So cram from 2 to what? 5. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Cram from log what? 2. 1 is 0. So 10 is what? 1. So reducing from 2. What also 4? Log 2. I think 0 points. Log 4, what do you call it? Kind of ascending, become Boolean. Boolean from now till the exam. One question will come out. There's only one. All these things are one, but you don't know which one will come out. It's very simple. If you ask 5 pH or 2.5, they will not ask you. Though I've seen it in past question, but now they will not do it. And when they use a calculator. And at the JAMB, you go scientific calculator. Yes. Yeah, and more money for 2.5. Okay. 2.5, I'm going to kick it software without logarithm table and calculator. That's what I will teach you how to do it. Okay, somebody give me this to solve. Before we solve these two questions, the two persons, they can have a meeting. We'll copy of question. Before we can calculate such kind of problem, let us solve. I will do it. I will put it here where I will not forget it. But I don't want to take you to where we complicate matters. If you need to go in a very slow pace before we can start solving this. Okay. Now listen. Go give me compare. Short guide. Short guide. I was told that this book will be 4,000 by next week. Huh? Is it? The mistake is typographic error now. It's just a few mistakes here and there. Only 5. 5 is nothing. That 5 if we match up, I'm going to trim 2. Because there is not the incorrect, it's correct, but you don't know. Bring it forward. Let me see. Any question, any textbook that is 100% correct is not good. There is no book that is 100% correct. I said it. I can defend it. Okay. Well, let's do this one quickly. Now, right. Calculate the pH of a solution. Calculate the pH of a solution. I'm not solving this one. Anyone that is simple, I will not solve it. Calculate the pH of a solution of 0.00104. Now on the board of 0.0001. 0.001. Then on the board mole per DMQ hydrochloric acid. Calculate the pH of solution of 0.0001. 0.0001 on the board. 4 zeros. Mole per DMQ of HCl, hydrochloric acid. A is 2, B is 4, C is 3, D is 1. Nanya. Ine the jump. Enye gen do pH ya. Ege na acid ambu HCl. No monobasic acid or monopuritic acid. Acid equals sons of one hydrogen ion. Because the number of zeros say for labor is the answer. More than one there. Do you get the point now? One saw 1. The answer is the number of zeros. But one saw 2, you go and solve. You see the point now? So see the once this is ending with 1, the number of zeros, if it is 30 zeros, the pH is what? 30. What is 1? But once it is 2 or 3, you have to solve it. So the answer to this one is what? 4. Let's go to 4. This is 10 raised to the power what? Minus 4. This is log 10, which is 1. Akuya. pH is negative, Abi. Negative 4 is what? Is what? 4. Answer. Don't solve such kind of question. The answer is linked to this side. Look at this answer here. Look at the answer here. So the answer is what? 4. But if it is 2, the answer will no longer be 4. The answer will be 3 point something. Because log 2 is not 0. If you get now, is what? 0.3, maybe something. 0.3 minus 4. Answer, you got opposite 3 points. That will be the answer. Do you get the point now? Do you get the point? Once it is 1 here, once what ends this is 1, the number of 0 is the answer of pH. Once you convert it to this form, this is the exponent. If you bring the exponent down, that is your answer. Once the exponent goes down, it is your answer. Once the exponent goes up, it is not a log function. Log function is when you bring the exponent what? Down. That is your answer. Bring this exponent down, it becomes what? 4. Well, let's see how it is. This is what we have here. Well, let's see. We are running this one now. This is what? 2. This is going to be what? 2. Okay. 2 times 10 to the power what? Minus what? 4. Let me use this one to solve it. It'll just be changing numbers. Now, the product of this log will sum here. Then here, log here will now be what? 2 plus log what? 10. Okay. To do the log function, bring this minus 4 down. If you bring it down, it becomes log what? 2 minus what? 4. Log 10. Okay, clear? Log 10 is what? 1. 1 times 4 is what? 4. Find log 2. Here will be what? 4. While log 2 is 0.3. 3 guinea. 301 is okay like this. Do you get the point now? Well, now, let's see now. What do you have now? This minus this. 3.6 what? 9. Okay. So what is my answer now? 3.7. Hello? Yes? Log. I've changed it. I say with fits. I've changed it. Now, something with 0.0001 of an acid, HCl. Something with 0.0002. Which one will have high concentration? Okay, you will high concentration open 0.002. 0.001 give you pH of 4. 0.002 give you pH of what? 3.7. The lower the pH, the higher the what? Acidity. Are you with me? The lower Gente. Somebody is 0.0001. What is the pH of 0.001? Is what? 4. pH is what? 4. Somebody is 0.0002. Which one will be more concentrated? 0.002. Why? The pH of 0.002 is lesser than pH of what? 0.00 what? 4. And I say the lower the pH, the higher the what? Acidity. Like this is like doubling this concentration. I double go the concentration. So you can't expect the double concentration to have the same pH. pH of 3.7 is what? Is more acidic than pH of what? Of what? 4. In a monte. Case pH scale and when now if we are moving from 1 to going down, what happened to acidity? Is it decreasing or increasing? Is what? Decreasing. The strongest pH here is what? 1. And for we to meet that 1, we must what? Go what? Up. So moving from 6 to 1 is what? Is what? Increasing. The first answer we got was what? 4. Second answer we get when we change concentration is what? 3.7. You are going up to meet 3.7 from 4. So what it simply means that 0.002 of the same acid is more concentrated than what? 0.00 what? 4. Because of what? pH. Please, sorry. Pardon me. 2 is most acidic. 2 is most what? Acidic. Based on the pH value. pH value for 0.002 is less than what? 0.00 what? 1. When I say pH, I mean same that concentration, because the concentration, if you change it, it becomes what? 4. Do you get the point now? So when you have 0.001 of an acid, 0.0001, somebody now give the same acid, double Z concentration here, not 0.0002. I'm not going to calculate anything. I think between 0.001 of HCl and 0.002 of what? HCl, which one is more acidic? This one. If you solve it, a manful answer 4 or 3 points. Anyone with lower pH is more what? Acidic. Anyone with lower pH is what? Acidic. Just like someone asking you the between 0.001 of HCl and 0.001 of H2SO4, which one is more acidic? Which one is more acidic? The one that is more acidic is what? 0.001 of what? H2SO4. Do you know why? Because the basicity of this acid is what? 2. So it will have double of this concentration. Why this one we have what? 1 of this concentration. So double of this concentration has not changed to what? 0.002. By the time you find log 2, you now find that your answer here will not be 3. But your answer here will be what? 3. Here will be 2 points. 2 points is lower pH than 3 points. Do you get the point now? So the lower the pH, the higher the what? Acidity. This is confusing. Please don't be confused. Don't be confused. It says, sir, 0.4 HNO3, sir, please, what is this? Sir, please, what of this? 0.4 is same thing as 4 times 10 raised to power minus 1. Okay? 0.4 is same thing as what? 4 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 1. So what you do there is to raise this thing this way. You say log function 10 to the power of what? To the power of what? Okay, where's that question again? To the power of what? Minus 4. But 4 is in front. 4 times 10. Do you get the point? So that is what it is. Where is that your question? Okay. So 0.4 is that. Okay, sorry. It's only 1. 0. So here is what? 1. Are you there? So you get many numbers. If you find log of 4, give me log 4. 0.6 minus 1. That is your answer. A substance with this kind of concentration is very, very, very acidic. Answer giga about 0 points. 0 point 4 akuya. Akuya? Yeah, answer again. That is it. Nobody will give you this kind of pH. It's very, 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 very absurd. This absurdity. Absurdity. Okay, now listen. Let's try something different here. Yes, Uncle, what? All these questions you are giving me, they are all here. Please do not understand. Please, I do not understand. Please, can you go back? Not cause. Okay, let's take a look at the question here. Well, let me see who can get this twisted question. Right. What is the pH? What is the pH? What is the pH of 0.001 mole per dmq? What is the pH of 0.00? What is the pH of 0.001? 0.001 mole per dmq solution. Mole per dmq solution of sodium hydroxide. Of sodium hydroxide. Option A, 14. B, 13. C, 12. D, 11. Answer is what? The answer is not 3. Do you know these examiners, they are very merciful. If I were them, I would put option A, 3. Some of you go for 3. And some of you will be like, since they're not 3 in the option, you will now say the answer they gave are wrong. All the answers are wrong. This is how people fail questions with confidence. Now listen to me. Listen to me. What's the question again? Please help me with the question. What is the what? pH of what? 0.001 NaOH. I think. I'm going to watch. Are you watching? NaOH in aqueous. How will it ionize? Na plus what? OH minus. Abi? Which activity are you measuring? OH. You cannot find the pH if you don't know the OH of this. Are you with me? And the OH concentration is what? Is what? 0.001, which in standard form is what? 1 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 3. Naso? No. Now, say Simanka, I will say H plus. Do you still remember this thing? Times this. Is equal to what? 1 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 14. Akpia? Now, which one am I going to make the subject of formula now? H. Because already I know this, Abi. So if I make this subject of formula, it will be this. Equals to what? 1 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 14 over what? OH what? Minus. Abi? I'm going to change this thing to this. Or this. But very easy. Change it to this. So Gabozi, H plus is equal to what? 1 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 14 over Guinea. 1 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 3. You don't need calculator. Your answer is, we'll take this minus 3. We'll take about plus 3. Minus 3 minus 14 plus 3 is what? Minus 11. So answer again, beginning 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus what? 11. But that is not your answer. That is, you have now find something that will now lead you to find what? pH. Because if you want to know pH, you must know what? H. Now you now know H. Find pH. Now to find pH, I will say pH is what? Minus log what? H plus. Akuya? We'll change it. pH is what? Minus log. Give me HR. 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus 11. Are you with me? Which is by cut many steps. I did work in this over here. pH is what? Minus log 1 minus 11 log what? 10. Give me log 10. 1. Give me log 10. 1. 1 times 11. 11. Log 1. 0. pH is what? Is what? Plus what? 11. Are you with me now? I'm going to now. Gini minus what? 0. Akuya? Did you attack? You get confused. Minus what? 11. So what will you have here? pH is what? Minus. Minus 11. Akuya? So minus minus what? Plus. So pH is what? 11. Something that has pH of 11, is it acidic? Is it acidic? Is it no, it's acidic. Oh. But you say it is what? Weakly what? Acidic. pH 11 is what? Can they break it? Weakly what? Acidic. But what? Strongly what? Alkaline. The pH of a solution obtained by mixing 100 cm3, the writer, this question is not correct. Or the question is correct, but the options given here are not correct. I cannot see the answer. This one doesn't even need solving. The answers are not here. 1.3. Maybe they meant to write 13. The answer is 13. Maybe I'll come for it. Yes. Please, what of this? Which one is more acidic? Okay. Correct question. All right, please, let's also see if we can still get the same answer, 11, if we use another approach. What if I use this approach? Please attention. What if I use another approach? If this is this, what do I use to measure OH? Okay, POH, Abi. It is minus log. Since I know this, I can plug what I know as what? 1 times 3 to the power what? Minus what? 3. Minus what? Log. Are you there? Is equals to what? POH. Are you with me? So it is what? POH is what? Minus log 1 minus 3 log what? 10. What is log 10? 1. 1 times 3. Find log 1. So POH is what? Minus. This is what? 0 minus 3. Nke was 1. 8 times again, 3. So POH is what? Minus 0 minus 3 is what? Minus 3. So what is POH now? Is what? 3. But the answer question says you find what? pH. And I say, therefore, pH plus POH. This is the one we solve in your short guide. So what is this equal to? 14. So I don't know pH. So pH plus, I know this as what? 3 equals to what? 14. So what do we do? pH is equal to 14. This crossover this side become what? Minus 3. So pH is what? 11. This one is better. This one is better. This one you can solve with a calculator. You can solve without even breaking, as in cracking your brain to know some things. Don't need anything to say. This one is much better for me. Oh. It is the base. It's okay. But do you know? Do you know why this is better? If I reach this stage, since this is 1, this is 10 minus 11. I don't need to solve this thing. My answer is what? 11. I don't need to solve this thing. Once I reach here, and H plus is this thing, having do this, what do you mean? I didn't even use calculator. Once I got this answer, and here is 1, the exponent is 11. My answer is what? 11. I don't need to solve this again. But if here, na 2 there, your numbers 11. I got short. Then what you need to do is to find log of that thing. Will you attack your log exponent? You want to answer goes. You get the answer. Somebody asked a question here. Uncle, please. 0.001 H2SO4. 0.001 H2SO3. Which one is more acidic? Which one is more acidic? When you get check acidic is the oxidation of sulfur. Okay, sulfur can we go to form be more acidic. How now will the same diabasic? How now will we give you the same pH? Okay? But if you get check is sulfur. Now sulfur. Which one is the highest number by calculation? This sulfur is plus 6. This sulfur is plus 4. When you see an acid where sulfur has the highest oxidation number, that acid is strong what? Acid. Any other acid that is having sulfur less than 6 is what? Is weak. So weak acid, strong acid. So the one with the strongest pH is what? This. That's the criteria for that one. That is the criteria for knowing between this and this. All the knock between CH3 and COOH, this thing and this one. Which one? If the concentration is still the same, 0.001. Ajoginima sida and acida. Both are monobasic. But which one is strongly acidic? HCl. Why? This is a weak acid. This is what? Strong acid. Okay, let's see the question. Okay, somebody say, I thought pH above 7. pH is 7. Why POH is 7? Now listen. Let me reconfigure your brain now. Do you see that pH scale? Is one way. Is what? One way. Please. Now, yeah. Something with pH of 7 is weakly acidic. Share? Because the number is much higher. Okay? Is weakly acidic but strongly what? Alkaline or basic. Something with pH. Okay, what's the pH just on the border now? Something can have pH and POH at the same time. An acid can have pH and have POH. A base can have pH and have what? POH. So if a pH scale, please, now yeah, pH scale, here 7, here 1, here 14. Once something is moving down, what happened to the acidity? Is decreasing. Something can have pH of 13. Doesn't make it a base. But you can see that now pH here beginning weak. But going from 14 here, what happened to this thing is decreasing up here. Something that have POH, something that have base that have pH of 6 is not acidic. Can make us see that base is weakly what? Alkaline. So what limit to pH? Those numbers are there for both acid and what? Base. Who only see no ya with 7, no ya we're getting 14. And acid can have a pH of 14. Doesn't make it a what? A base. Rather, you now say the acid is what? Weakly what? Acidic. Take note, please. So you don't misinform yourself. Yes. What if the exponent is plus? The exponent can never be plus. Reason why exponent can never be plus is because of molarity. Molarity now because 0 points. By the time you do the exponents, it becomes what? Negative. Other plus, man wanted the pH within the values of what the scale is all about. Ogagafe the scale. Do you understand me now? Ogagafe 14. Man no within 1 to what? 14. That's why this case cannot be feasible. It's an unfeasible case. Alright, let's do this one. A sample of orange juice. Take it down. Another question. A sample of orange juice. A sample of orange. Uncle, obey that your table in that alkaline side is more. You're stupid. You don't have brain. It's empty. I'm not obeying anything. I've told you the table. The table is one way forward. If the acid is weakly acidic, what a pH? A sample of orange juice is found to have a pH. A sample of orange juice. A sample of orange juice is found to have a pH of 3.80. A sample of orange juice is found to have a pH of 3.80. Full stop. What is the concentration of the hydroxide ion? What is the concentration? A sample of orange juice, concentrate now. A sample of orange juice is found, this is the 5th time I'm repeating this thing, is found to have a pH of 3.80. Full stop. What is the concentration? What is the concentration of the hydroxide ion? What is the concentration of the hydroxide ion in the juice? What is the concentration of the hydroxide ion in the what? Juice. Answer is what? Okay. Answer is what? Answer is what? 10 point what? What's the question say we should find? That cannot be 10.2. It cannot be 10.2. 6.3? I think that's correct. So whenever you are given a pH, you are now asked to find hydrogen or hydroxide ion. Please undo the log. Undo the log, or what you call what? Anti-log. Undo it. Remember undo. I'm going to be able to undo. You don't need to suffer, just undo it. The question again. A sample of orange juice is found to have pH of this. Is it pH or pH? What is the concentration of this? Undo the log. Now, but sometimes, when you are giving something like this, undoing this log will tend to be complex because you start to look for tools, mathematical tools to undo it. Sometimes you look for anti-log. You check anti-log in the calculator. That calculator they give, I think, is adding machine, plus, minus, and divide. You may not see you may not see any information to do this. What I will tell people to do is to solve the answer. Anyone whose pH is 3.8 is correct. You don't understand? Well, now let me solve it. But I'm just telling you, so should in case, if there is no tools to get the answer, look at what you're likely going to do. So if you want to undo log, look at what you do. You already have that pH is minus log to what? H plus ion. Share? Share? That is it. Then what do you do? What do you do? See what you do. As simple as short. You have the pH to be what? Substitute 3.80 is equals to minus log. You are looking for this, Abby. So you still write it as someone you are looking for. Do you get it? See what you do, see what to do to undo log. Undo this log by bringing this thing this side. This sign of this negative log will come this side. And this become what? Minus 3.80 equals to what? Log H plus ion. So if this thing normally, see on you bring, if this is 3.8, for log function, you bring it down. If you want to undo, what happened? You take it up. 10 minus 3.80 equals to, raise the to power of log what? Log. Take what 10 eba. This one is what? Just raise it to the power of log now. Undoing. You have undo. This is anti-log. This is not a log function. That is how to find the words. This man. So now, if this is 1, you cannot say this noun is equals to what? What do you have this as? Is 10 minus 3.8 exponent is what? That is a problem now. Imanfuki gets a piano calculator. But open if you open the this thing in your adding machine, you can what if you are 10, if you are here, if you are the number, what answer? Don't worry, I will show you too many ways to solve it without aid. Well, tell me the answer for this. 6,000 what? 6,000 what? 1.584. Can I buy 1 point? 1 point guinea? Sorry, what do you mean? What do you mean? Come on, can you explain? 1.58. I buy 1.60 times raised by what? Minus what? 4. But that is not the answer. Yes, now they say I should find the hydroxide ion. But then what I go monka now. So when I set up my extract, I cannot say H plus times OH minus. What is it equals to? 1 times 3 raised by what? Minus 14. Which one will be made the subject of formula? OH minus is what? 1 times 3 raised by what? Minus 14 over 1.60 times 3 raised by what? Minus what? 4. Answer. That's the answer. That's the answer. Answer is what? 6 point what? 25 times 3 raised by what? Minus what? 11. Is it correct? 6 points. I don't understand. If it's 6 points what? Here now, approximately now, 6.3. 1 did there in the option. Does it have option? What is the option? 6.3. What number is it about? What number is it about? That's the answer now, 6.3. It's not 6.3. If it's 6.25, answer Sigi 6.3. Assume it to be 6.3. Can't you assume it? Can't you assume this to be 6.3? You can. Approximately 6.3 times what? Minus what? 11. Answer. Or you can do this way. Or Or you can say pH plus POH is what? Is what? 14. Which one was given here? Which is what? 3.8 plus POH equals to what? 14. So POH is what? 14 minus 3.8. Get it for now. Is what? 10.2. You want to Z and I, just Z hydroxide ion. How will you find hydroxide? I say POH equals to minus log OH minus. So what is the POH now? 10.2 equals to what? Minus log OH what? Minus. Undo. Without undo, minus 10.2 equals to what? Log 10 OH what? Minus. Okay? But raise Z to the power of what? Their log. Log 10 minus, okay, is equals to, you know, it's equal to 10 log OH what? Minus. 1 bonka. H plus now is what? This is the problem you have to now have to look for. But I will teach you what to do should in case this problem amounts. As I given 6.31 is the same answer. 6.31. If I like, I can still remove this one. As I say, 6.3 times 3 power what? Minus what? 11. When you can make this kind of case, but problem number. Look at what to do. Look at what to do. Problem number. The question, I'm using the question because of 6.3. I feel that in the last 15 years, JAMB have not given any pH more than what? 5. How are you going to get 6.3? Don't bother 0.3. Extend that log to 6. So what you will do is to solve the answer. You know what I mean by solve the answer? Solve the answer. Anyone that gives you 3.8 is correct. Here the option getting a question now. Which option is this? Like now, I think I have it in my short guide. I have something like that here. If you are given such kind of problem, let me check. And what will you do? You will, as a man, I've seen it. A sample of orange juice. I have for 1.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 4. And for 6.3 times 10 raised to the power minus 11. I will solve A, solve B, solve C, solve D. Anyone whose pH is 3.8 is the correct answer. Do you understand me now? Well, now, the option, one of the options given is 1.6. You are giving 1.6 times 10 power what? Minus 4. Let me check. Is that correct? Now, this is one of the options. What I will do is to say, okay, since I'm looking for pH, and pH, okay, pH is 3.8. Let me see if this will give me 3.8. Can you give me 3.8? Check it now. What is the log of 1? 0 point something, Abi. If you minus it from 4. Sorry. Okay. Check it. Check if you can go with that. It give you what? 3.8. Okay, that is 3.8, Abi. It give you 3.8. That one give you 3.8. Share? 3.8 as pH. 3.80 as what? pH. Okay? I'm going to now find the POH. POH will be what? 10.2, Abi. So if Oboli advance here. But go to the next one. 3.6. We'll solve this one. 3.6 times 10 power minus 11. Solve the pH of this one. Solve. What does it give you? Solve. How do you solve? Minus 11. What is this? 6.3 log. Answer is what? 10.2. That is the word pH. But the question is what is the hydroxide ion in the juice? So if pH is this, that means hydroxide ion is for what? POH. So you get measure 14 minus 10.2. What remain? That is correct. That is how to run this one. If you don't see any tools to solve this way, what you do, you look at the answer. Look at the answer that will give you exactly 3.8. The first one give you 3.8, but what they ask you to find is what? POH. So the POH will give you 10.2. That is not correct. So correct answer is what? Option B. That is how to reason if such thing is given. If you do not see tools to what? To undo the log. Because if you want to undo log, you must press what? Calculator. Yes, let me see. Sir, how did you got the 6.25? How did I get to? I don't know. Is it not that give it to me? Sir, how did you get these 10 points minus 4? How did I get to 10 point minus 4? Do I have anything 10 point minus 4 here? Where is it? 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 Now. It's not you that give it to me. Oh yeah, Konyem. You sure? You sure? Hey, now that's how I got it. Okay, how do I get? No, I never got 6.25 times 10 to the power minus 11, which I now change to 6.3. Approximately. Since this is not in the option that way, so it should have been this is the best option. It should have been that as best option. There is still another question that way. Like what I will tell you to do is to always apply this formula. This one say, okay, somebody give me something like that here. Okay. Well, let's do this. Find the H plus and OH minus. Find the H plus. Is it time? After this one. Hey, it's time, oh. Okay, people not since. One more. This one. Finally. Go again, yourself now. We're right. Find the H plus and OH minus. H plus and OH minus. H plus and OH minus. You are looking for two parameters at the same time. H plus and OH minus in 0.001. In 0.001. In 0.001 mole per DMQ. Mole per DMQ. Mole per DMQ solution. Mole per DMQ solution of tetraoxosulfasis. Mole per DMQ solution of tetraoxosulfasis. Mole per DMQ solution of what? Tetraoxosulfate what? 6. Answer is what? Answer is what? Is you're looking for now? Look at, you're looking for both H plus and what? OH what? Minus. Abina. That's what they asked you to find. Of what's the question again? Find it. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do? H2SO4 is what? Ionize it. 2H plus what? SO4 2 minus. What do you say again, Anka? She hydrogen ion is what? 0.001. Abi? You multiply by 2. Answer is what? 0.002. Which is what? 2 times 3 to the power what? Minus 3. Therefore, H plus ion is what? 2 times 10 to the power what? Minus 3. What are going to H plus? What is in K? Okay, bossy. H plus OH minus is what? 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus 14. Abi? To find this, you know this, Abi? So you say OH minus is what? 1 times 10 to the power what? Minus 14 over what? 2 times 10 to the power what? Minus 3. OH minus is what as my answer? Well, can you well? 5 times 10 of what? Wait a 10. It's about 5.10. 5. Can you kiss it here? Okay, 5. Okay, sorry. 5 times 10 to the power what? Minus what? 12. Answer. Answer. The concentration of H plus, the H plus ion is what? 2 times 10 to the power minus 3. OH is what? 5 times 10 to the power what? Minus what? 12. Are you with me? Are you with me? So someone like me, we can find pH and POH. You got to find pH. I will take a car now. Once we know this, we can find pH, Abby. How do you find pH? You do it now. pH, Gabu, log of 2. Bring this one here. You know what I mean? And that's thinking what they got the highly what? Acidic. You run for what? POH. Or anything with 11 now. Anything with 11 now. What is the answer for pH here? I'm not solving. I'm not solving. pH is what? Is what? 2.7. POH is what? Then you can measure POH. I can say 14 minus 2.7. POH is what? Is what? 11 point what? 3. It's okay. Look why ever. Then you can remember. What is pH of 5? pH 5 is what? 0 points. Okay, we'll get the same 11.3 here. Check now. Check. Are you with me? Are you with me? I know how. Know how. Okay, maybe go good, but I think this one is enter. What if after solving this, you are now asked to find the pH of hydrogen ion? The answer is what? 2.7. Just run your normal pH now. pH is equals to what? Minus log, whatever. 2, okay? 2 times 10 to the power what? Minus 3. Share, which is same as a pH, is minus log 2 minus 3 log what? 10. With the once again now. Give me log 2. pH is minus log 2 is what? 0.3 minus 3. Okay? pH is minus, get the fuzzy. 2.7. pH is what? 2.7. Open up a pH. Or you don't need to solve this thing to find the pH. You can say, now that the pH is 2.7, you measure pH plus pOH. You measure 14 minus 2.7 will give you the pOH of the acid. Now that the pOH of the acid is what is pOH again? 11 points. 11 points what? 0.3. Now, what can you say about this acid? This acid is what? Is weakly is weakly basic. For having pH of what? 11. pH is strong now 13 and what? 14. So for you to get the pOH as 11.3, that means the acid is weakly what? Basic. But strongly what? Acidic. Can you the pH here? 2.7 means strongly acidic, weakly what? Basic. Are you with me? That is if the concentration is what? Is what? 0.00 what? 1. If you do it for HCl, you find out that for HCl, the H2SO4 is more acidic than HCl. Then in terms of basic, HCl is more basic than what? H2SO4. You can solve it next time. I think at the juncture, I have to, as a matter of fact, call it what? AD.